Chapter 1. Almere felt the dragon's bulk sizzle between her thighs, hard and smooth like riding a man. How she missed her husband, Stannock, far away at the wars in the northwest. She and her dragon dropped through shouting halls of air, wheeled dead stop before the cliff that led to her father-in-law's castle. Then Fire Smasher banked and rose, blazing, to the top of the wall. "Hello, the guard below? Almere demands the right to enter." She pulled on the rein of fire that controlled her pet, her blue eyes sparkling in a tan face. Her yellow, wide-brimmed hat flapped in the breeze created by the descending dragon. "Open the landing roofs and make way for the princess," the guards called. Armor clinked below. Soldiers leaned on the great chains that supported the roof gates, which slowly ground apart. Once in the king's castle, her dragon pranced high above on wings of translucent emerald, scarlet, and periwinkle blue. Almere forced a cooler breath to calm the flutter in her chest. "You weren't gone long this time." Stannock's half-brother leaned against a pillar. The portico yawned in the open air, inviting rest. "The dragon is fed?" "Suitable shrubs and rodents from the valley." Almere slumped into an expanse of pillows within the queen's chair. The queen mother rode a beast of her own under the burning triple suns of the planet Drax, and seldom came home before nightfall. The queen's dragons were not like Fire Smasher. All of the other dragons were faster and stronger, fierce and waiting for a battle. Fire Smasher, whom Almere rode astride, fast and desperate before her husband left for the wars. "Kiss me, Stannock, kiss me hard," she begged, and her wet mouth clung to his, 2 of their 4 full moons ago. Now there was his brother, sturdy and insolent, who stared at her with moist dark eyes half hidden under drooping lids. "Almere?" "Where is the queen?" she asked. "She plays the part of a young girl, as usual, up and away in the clouds until the last sun set." Tevron moved only his lips, then the tips of his fingers wriggled in his tight pockets. The pillar supported his weight. His body shifted to stand more firmly on his feet. Almere feared he would lunge in her direction, and what would she do then? A face like her husband's, but darker and older, on his bold, smiling half-brother, his bodyguard and rival, the brother who stayed behind as king's advisor while Stannock fought on the fronts of the wars. All these months, her husband was gone, her bed empty. Almere twisted a piece of her wavy black hair in her fingers, blue eyes flashing. "I must bathe, Tevron," she said. She was able to mask her fear from him. With a dismissive gesture, she got to her feet. Tevron nodded, but he was not ready for her to leave. "Mariette will run your bath. The servants have heated the water already." "It's good of the queen's maids to wait on me so." "Only fitting for the queen's daughter-in-law. What do you know from the day's trip?" She stretched, and her muscles welcomed the release of tension. She could feel his hard stare on her half-naked body, her bodice pulled apart from the fierce ride. "It's been a hard ride, and the spies in the northwest have come back with no news. I saw the fires at the edge of Dracaena. I'm afraid for Stannock." "Afraid for my brother and his soldiers?"